Hi, I'm Kim. I'm the CEO and founder of Visit From The Stork. We're a small local charity supporting local parents with both practical and emotional support from pregnancy through to when their child is in school. Visit From The Stork was started here at Staffordshire University while I was studying journalism as a magazine for young parents. Inspired by my best friend who had her son at the age of 18, she felt that there was nowhere to turn to for information and advice. I felt there was a gap in the market for a magazine that could give that information and advice and create a safe space for any parents that needed it. It was my tutors here at university that encouraged me to go ahead with the idea, and Visit From The Stork was born right here on campus. When we did the magazine here at uni, I had the help of Gemma, a young mum from Stoke. She was our very first writer for the magazine. We spent many hours in the library behind me. In 2015 we started our first lottery funded project, Stork Academy, which was a journalism course aimed at parents wanting to get back into work and training. We did the course here at Staffordshire University and here at the Angel Centre in Salford. Some of the students who attended the course went on to become published journalists and university graduates. 2015 was also the year we started our Boobs project properly, launching with a calendar to raise money for charity and which got us on national television. My personal favourite picture was the picture outside Salford Lads Club where we recreated the famous Smiths picture. I'm here outside the Tatton, previously known as Aldsall Community Cafe, right here in the heart of Aldsall Estate. They welcomed me into the community in 2015 and I had my first office here from 2016 to 2018. In 2016 we did a partnership project with Aldsall Cafe and this included healthy cooking sessions. We made a cookbook using recipes from local Salford families. Between 2016 and 2018 we also did lots of different boobs events right here on the green. One of my favourite moments from working with Aldsall Community Cafe was in 2016 where we ran Aldsall's first ever Olympic festival. We had a climbing wall, we had sumo wrestling, we had Zumba. It was really a great project where the whole community came together right here outside Aldsall Cafe.
Government breastfeeding is a service that any part of the community can access. Either you can be a breastfeeding mother, or you can be a lady that's antenatal, or even you could be a partner or a grandparent with queries about breastfeeding. We're trying to normalise breastfeeding so people can feel comfortable to go in any environment and just feed the baby. And also we can help teach about position attachments, about tips and tricks, and just tell you about the amazing benefits and bring the community together and support each other.
Stork Support was created 3.5 years ago during lockdown because I noticed that parents were posting on Facebook saying they weren't able to get formula milk, weren't able to get toiletries, weren't able to queue up in Tesco's for 4 hours to go and get things that they needed. And then there was all that panic buying. I created the project because I felt that there was a major need for that, to fill that gap. And so we got a team of volunteers, we got some nappies donated, and we started giving out packs to parents in need.
I'm Claire, I'm the projects officer for Visit From The Stork, and I've been in the role since 2021. I manage the Stork Support project on a day-to-day basis, which is a mix of admin duties and frontline work with families, including intensive casework. So I've been here since 2021. Stork Support was already up and running before I joined. People were referred in, families were referred in to receive baby essentials, nappies, wipes, etc., which is our core service. However, what the previous colleagues were finding that there was other issues that families were facing. It wasn't just that they needed a pack of nappies because they didn't have enough money that week. There was other underlying issues. People were fleeing domestic violence. They were either homeless or living in temporary accommodation. Families had no recourse to public funds, so it was clear that they needed to investigate that further to see what other support we could offer. So when I joined in 2021, one of the first things that I did was set up a case management system. So we were able to offer referrers the option of not just providing the baby essentials but providing a level of casework for a family. So that could have been simply signposting to food banks or doing more intensive work, supporting them with housing issues, ensuring that they had access to welfare benefits, making sure they've had a full benefit check. It's quite complex and there's a lot of, it'd be hard to list everything, but there was no restriction on what they could be referred for regarding casework, because if we didn't know the answer we would signpost to one of our partners. So during that period of time from 2021 to the present day, I'd say we developed a lot of links with outside organisations, statutory organisations, with families themselves, and from 21 to 23 for casework alone, we supported or provided additional wraparound support for over 300 families.
Hi, my name's Darcy Thornley. We're in Moston Children's Centre and I'm an outreach worker for Neighbourhood 3. Visit From The Stork has supported my families in particular, as it's helped them with things like nappies and wipes, which obviously is really nice for us to be able to provide that as a service, and it also makes the families feel like they can come to us for things like that without feeling embarrassed as well. So yeah, it's been really helpful.
My name's Charlie and I'm a community volunteer with Visit From The Stork for the Stork Support Project. I've been volunteering since the start of the pandemic, March 2020. So my role on the Stork Support Project is I'll collect nappies and other baby supplies and deliver them to families all across Greater Manchester. My role has benefited me because I had just learned to drive actually at the end of 2019, and it gave me loads of driving practice when I was just learning to drive, and it's got me to know my community a lot more. In terms of the families, I think it just makes a big difference to them that they can get supplies that they can't necessarily afford but they absolutely need in this really difficult period, not just the pandemic but also cost of living crisis after.
I think if Visit From The Stork weren't doing the work they do, I have real concerns over where these families would go. Although there are statutory organisations and support which is handed down from the government, we don't know how sustainable they are. So the families that we work with, I would say, need a charity like us. This is why we need to develop it further. We need to go beyond the nappies and the wipes, and as I said before, look at the wider issues. It's important for sustainability for families. With the cost of living crisis, if changes aren't made within each individual families, then we're going to see more homelessness, families not eating, parents not eating, so they can feed the children going without. It's just not sustainable. So it's really important that we keep going, we keep getting funding, we keep evolving, we keep looking at ways to improve the services that we do, expand the services that we do.
Hi, I'm Catherine. I am the Creative Projects Assistant at Visit From The Stork. My roles and duties include a plethora of things. I am the Stork Store Manager. We have a physical shop, which is fantastic, and I also manage our online sales channels through our website, Vinted, Etsy, you name it. I run our social media. If you've seen social media posts, it's probably through me and the different content we create, including our Stork Store TVs, which is product highlights for the shop. You may have seen me at Boobs Cafes. I come along, I do social media with Boobs and love talking to mums and babies about anything and anything breastfeeding. And I run a lot of different events for Visit From The Stork. Half-term events especially are one of my favourite types to run. And yeah, upcoming events, lots of different, plethora of things. Stork Store started in November of 2020 as we were getting so many donations through the pandemic. When I joined in 2021, my main role at the time was to sort of add to the website sales channels wise. So we have a Vinted and an Etsy, and we sell now physically in a pop-up shop in the Emmanuel Centre in Langwither, which opened in 2022. We are open 2 days a week at the moment, Wednesdays and Thursdays. We sell a variety of brand new and pre-loved items, including toys, books, games, clothing, you name it, we've probably got it. Parenting equipment as well. Anything for families, usually donated from families, which is lovely. Some items we sell, some items we put for our stock support, which goes out to families in need, often in a vulnerable situation, and we can put packs together for them. The Stork Store is our way of generating unrestricted income.
To announce we're a charity.
Because we're now officially a charity, we could be officially classed as a charity shop, which is really exciting. And yeah, if you ever want to
great items if you want to
grab a bargain,
treat your child or your child's got pocket
we're
money.
open Wednesdays and Thursdays, 10 AM to 1 PM, or if you'd like to donate, you can book online to book a donation slot. And, you know, it's always nice to do some shopping and support a local charity at the same time. What I most love about my job is knowing that every day I come to work I'm positively impacting people for the better, even if that is putting some social media posts out or it is selling things in our shop. At the time it might not feel like I'm doing much, but the funds raised, I know are going to get someone a lactation consultant, or they are giving a family parenting equipment, nappies, wipes, clothing that they wouldn't have had access to previously, or just even information and support, a social media post telling people that we're going to be at a drop-in or we're holding a drop-in so they can access support they might not have been able to otherwise, makes your job worthwhile, makes you happy.
Our strategy over the next 2 years is to continue building on all the great work we've done with our award-winning projects and helping as many families as possible. We're really great at creating safe spaces for families to access vital support, and this year we'll be searching for a more permanent place to call home for us and our clients, as well as to continue our place-based projects in specific areas of Manchester and Salford, such as Little Holton, Harper Hay and other areas of North Manchester. We're going to be focusing on building partnerships with other organisations, charities and businesses in Salford and Manchester to expand our reach, increase our volunteer opportunities and develop new ways of delivering our services with the families who need it the most. We're also launching our first ever official fundraising campaign, 10 for 10. We're asking people to make a donation of £10 or more, do a collection of 10 or more items, or join Team Stork on one of our fundraising events which we'll be hosting throughout the year. Some of the events we've got planned so far are a pizza party, a 10-kilometre toddle, our very own bake-off and a summer reading challenge. Why not consider joining Team Stork in your own fundraising challenge by getting sponsored to do an event such as the Manchester 10K, or walking, running or even swimming. The £10,000 that we raise will be used across all of our projects. Specifically, we want to highlight fundraising for clients who are in homeless or temporary accommodation, families fleeing DV, getting families back into work, and all of our clients being able to access more specialist support and information, which often costs money. To find out more or to sign up to one of our events, please visit visitfromthestork.co.uk/10for10.